Morning, afternoon, evening, luncheon, whatever. Well guys, we were gonna be done planting today because we only had about 200 acres left. Last night they got the other quarter done, except for they had about one swath and one in the go, but they ran out of beans in the seed tender. So they got it there this morning, and well, one of the tractor tires was flat. It was one of the new ones that we just put on. So we were waiting for them to come out, and we called them first thing this morning, probably about 8 o'clock. And they said there's 3 other people in front of us already, and they're still not there, and it's 1:30. So that planter's just been sitting there all morning. So we should have been done today, but things happen. That's okay. As you can see, it's not raining like there is a chance of. You can see the dust. We could use a rain. It's pretty dry. But again, what do you do? See the beans there. It's pretty wet underneath yet, so that's good. Well, Dad's just taken off with the seed tender. He is going to return some soybeans that we had left over because we are done planting. We got everything done that we wanted to get done. We will have one field of about 55 acres to plant corn to at the end of May, which is the field that we're cutting the winter rye on and baling it. So we'll get that cut here in a couple weeks, and then we'll bale it and then run right into it with the planter. So there will be one more field to plant unless we decide to drill sedan into it because, well, corn prices are pretty much worthless. So now the plan is Dad's bringing the soybeans back because we had some left over that we put back into the seed tender, and they take our seed back. The soybeans we always bring back because we don't like to store those, and they reuse them, buy them, whatever. Corn, we used to bring corn back. I had some people ask me, and we used to get refunded for it, and then we wouldn't have to store it. But now their new deal, which a lot of seed companies are switching to, is, which in my opinion is dumb, but I don't get paid the big bucks. So they will ruin your discount if you bring seed back. The way they give you a discount is if you order so much seed, the more seed you order, the more brackets you hit, the cheaper your seed gets. So that's that. Planting season's over. The plan today is we're gonna get the big tractor out, the 8295R. We're gonna hook it up to the sprayer over there. Right there. We're gonna get that machine ready to rock and roll. We gotta take the Freightliner and hook it up to the sprayer tender trailer so we can get chemical shuttles on there because we're gonna be spraying. That time's coming, so. Alright guys, so we're practicing our spraying for the year, making sure everything works. So we're gonna get rolling here in hopes that it does. So Dad's just out riding along here. He's basically just watching the sprayer. Back there right now on the four-wheeler, just watching the sprayer nozzles to make sure they're all working. First start up of the year. Right now we're just spraying water only. So just to kind of circulate the system and make sure that everything's working properly. All the sprayer nozzles are spraying like they should, not just dripping, they're actually spraying out. And yeah, getting ready to spray full time here. Alright, folded up. Let's head back to the house shop, which is right there. And more than likely, we'll probably go ahead and fill this thing up and go spray. Got the other sprayer going. You want to explain to everybody what you're doing?
We're doing some serious spraying today. And as you can see, it's a good thing I was good in math. I'm the brains of this operation.
You're the what?
The brains of this operation, I think.
What are we mixing?
We're putting a little Roundup in, a little Resicor, a little Atrazine, and a little Hellfire.
We're rolling. Got our first batch of chemical in the trailer. And starting by the pivot, we're gonna work. I just did the boundary lines and I didn't film it because, well, it's kind of hard to do. You gotta watch out for all the trees and the power poles and the neighbor's corn, and you get the idea. So we're rolling now. What we did is we mixed a 100 acre batch, which we're putting on 10 gallons an acre. So we should be able to get 1,000 gallons should do 100 acres. And we're testing it out. We're just doing 10 mile an hour, an even 10, and we're running about 30 psi on our pressure gauge. It looks like it's doing right. It says it's doing right there. It says we're putting on 10 gallons an acre. But this way we can just kind of have a little peace of mind. We'll run this batch, see where we ended up on acres, see where we ended up on chemical. Had to think there for a second. And then we can compare and see if we're putting on too much or not enough, and then we know if we need to raise the pressure, lower the pressure, just speed up, slow down, whatever. This will help us get...
Got it right.
So every once in a while in the old spray video, And just people around here ask me why we run duals on the sprayer. Well, two main reasons. One, this sprayer we bought used, and it was originally a 30-inch sprayer. Well, 30-inch row spacing sprayer. So either we had to have the wheels super narrow to the point that it was so narrow it was tipsy, or widen them all the way out. Well, we went to widen them all the way out, and then we found out the brackets aren't big enough, so we called them, and we'd have to buy a whole new axle bracket underneath. A whole new axle bracket underneath that these wheels, or that these wheels could slide into. And instead of doing that, we decided to go ahead and just add duals. So we brought it in as close as it could go, and then we put spacers on and then put the duals. We did that for two reasons. One, this is a 1,600 gallon tank, and that just seems like a lot of weight on only 2 tires. Maybe not, but that just seems like a lot. So we figured we could get rid of compaction a little bit better by putting duals on. Reason number 2 is it's so much smoother and not near as tipsy when we're going through gullies, rough pivot tracks, holes. It floats over all these obstacles so much easier having duals on there. Because if I hit a pivot track that's on an angle, one wheel will go over it and then the other. So if we hit it on an angle, which makes it a lot smoother. Or if there's a pothole in the middle of the field from a badger or just a goalie or whatever, if one tire goes in, then the wing's gonna flap. But having duals, the other side might not go in, and it's gonna hold that pressure up. So those are our reasons of why we do that. So those 2 darker blue lines right there, what those indicate is where it's overlapping. And my guess is that's probably only about 2 rows that it's overlapping per side. So that ain't bad, but that's all we can really do. Here's the brake shutoffs. So it's L1, L2, R1, R2. And we can turn those on and off, like on angle ends, we just manually do it. Each section I think is like 21 foot. So you got to do what you got to do. It would be nice to upgrade, but maybe eventually we'll do that. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a used self-propelled, or maybe we'll just get a more advanced sprayer, or maybe we'll just keep this one for life. With corn the way it is, probably going to keep this one for life. Okay, well, we are done with this field. I'm going to go ahead and fold this bad boy up, head back to the shop. We'll probably reload it and see what's next. But I'm going to cut you guys off here and save this for another day, another video. I'll be doing quite a few videos of spraying. And we got a lot of cattle stuff coming up. A bunch of new cattle stuff coming up. So stick around for that. Hit subscribe. Be sure and like this video if you did. If you didn't, hit the like button anyways. Don't forget, guys, if you like these hats or you like my other style, it's just the brand, they are for sale. All you got to do is email me at jmfarmandcattle. Link will be down in the description and right here. Send me an email, let me know what color you want. I got orange, green, blue, and this. And this is the only one with this logo. I just got some more hats in, so they're going in to get embroidered, and we're going to do some other designs too. So let me know what you want. We'll get it shipped out. All right, take it easy, guys.